I'm very, very happy to invite Rama Gheerawo. I can never pronounce your name, Rama. Sorry. This is Rama.
Took me a while as well.
Yeah, I tried. Every time I try, it sounds different, but whatever. Rama's in the house. Director at the Helen Hamlyn Center for Design, Royal College of Art, and, of course, Eva Gadzheva, founder and director design for All Bulgaria Foundation. And please, my apologies for you. I can a whole day spend with you, but please be on time because we have a delay that I'm trying to catch up on. Thank you very much and looking forward to hear you.
Great. So we will make a start. Over to Eva.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak at this amazing webinar. I'm just going to briefly say how I look. I'm white with I have my hair in a bun, wearing a purple diadem and yellowish pullover. And Rama, if you go please to the first slide. This is a picture of us, and I believe people already knew how I look. Then you are going to describe yourself later on, or if you want to, if you wish to do that now, please.
I'll do that now. So I'm male with a nicely trimmed beard and dark skin and black hair.
Great. And we are the way we look and how inclusivity might happen into three interconnected teams, and this is the workforce, the workplace, and the work style, because it might differ from industry to age, motivation, and places. And unfortunately, for example, for example, surgery cannot be done in a distant and medical kind of workplace is still the one that you have to be there and cannot do it remotely, most of it. This is the disability label, disability signage. Most of us know it. It is a person in a wheelchair, in a blue background, and the one is static, and there is another one that is more active, and it represents emotion. But maybe because of that, or because this happens in our mind. This is the image that we see when we're talking about disability. So if we go to the next slide, Rama, when you type an accessible workplace, mostly you see pictures in the office place when there is a person sitting in a manual wheelchair in front of a desk. And this is not only the accessibility and disability that we know. This is a good example. I invite you to go and Google it. It's Xenon Universal by Ofita. It is a Spanish office company. So, for example, they are looking at people who might have the need to have crutches, people with electric wheelchairs, or people who have visually impairments. And the next one, yes. We all talked about, and Rama, if you go to the next one, please. Yes, no, not all disabilities are visible. For example, the mental health, diabetes, dyslexia, autism spectrum disorder, anxiety. And when we are talking about inclusive workspace, it is not only about the physical requirements and physical comfort, but also about the psychological comfort, the territorial ownership, and well-being and belonging. Yes, and this is a very short study case, the predictive power of inclusive design. This was a project that we've done for an office of the major Asian airline. And people who are working there, they are working 24/7 around the clock, 356 years. Oh my God, sorry. I'm trying to catch up with the time. So excuse my language. they are working around the clock, around the calendar, every day for 12 hours, and up to 5 people share the same desk, and most of them have no clue who are their colleagues. They never met. So we were if you go next one. Yes, this is the concept that we've developed. It is layered privacy. It's a personal belonging, where it is a place where you can put your personal belonging, work tools, handover notes, or everything that need to be contained in one accessible space. If people who are working there, they usually have all everything with themselves, and their locking rooms are really across the room. So they shared with us that they have difficulties leaving their workspace due to their nature of work. But also, for example, if they have to have their medicine, it is an emotional discomfort because their colleagues might see them. So the concept is you're coming to work, you have your storage in your locker, you leave your own jacket or the other bag that you are having, take the backpack and store it under the desk. If you go to the next one, Roman, you will see that there is a docking station where you can press play or pause, and you can hear what your colleague have been doing the previous shift and what you have to do today or this night. Yep. And also there is a space for a pillow, a blanket, because these people need to have some proper breaks during these 12 hours shifts, documents, toiletries, sanitizers. And actually, this was the very first idea that the company wanted to implement due to the unfortunate COVID pandemic that started in 2020.
So I think we might speed through some of these in the interest of time. Basically, we're designers. So we just want to show you some really cool design solutions. And part of the inclusive workplace, regardless of your ability, is that you don't just need spaces for collaboration and concentration as at the bottom. You also need contemplation. Really important for people with disabilities, older people, people in general. When you type in inclusive furniture or accessible furniture, you get this, not the lovely examples that Eva was showing. But actually, over the years, we've looked at accessibility from a number of different points of view. This is looking at how the bank might actually be part of the coffee shop. This was for Italian bank Unicredit, or how the coffee shop might be part of the bank. So the accessibility is not just about ramps, it's also about ease of line of sight, ease of getting into a buildings, and the adjacencies of what's going on. I love this because this was a prototype we did way back in the day for Shinarps, which was called Conversation Chair. On screen, you see 2 chairs, and the back of the chairs has almost a shroud on it, so you can direct your conversation to people, and you can hear each other even in crowded rooms. This is accessibility starts young. This is for school children, and it's a satchel where you hang it on the back of the chair, and the flap of the satchel turns into a cushion because comfort is everything. I love this picture because it shows it was something we did years ago for a person in a wheelchair, and the desk shape is horseshoe shape. I think there's someone else. If someone can silence them.
Yes, one second.
Oh, no worries. So the wheelchair user actually is putting their wheelchair on something called a carousel, because they said they missed the ability to be able to swing their legs when in the office. So we gave that functionality to the wheelchair. Nature is incredibly important. This is a rain curtain that we actually installed in one of Steelcase's offices. And also sound deadening. You don't need to build a room that costs $10,000. This costs £100, and on screen you can see some translucent curtains that remove 60 to 70% of the sound. So if you have a particular ability need, you can do this. We're nearly there, Mikhail. Just 2 or 3 more slides. We also looked that in the office, as around the home, sometimes people need to stand up for a short time. So this was a product we designed called the Abilizer that attached to any standard wheelchair, and it turns itself into a sort of walking stick that you can just raise yourself up momentarily if you need to shake someone's hand or reach the top shelf. We did reinvent the wheel at the RCA. This was done by Duncan Fitzsimmons. And what you see on screen is a wheel that folds, that collapses. They were going to look at biking. I know, Christine, your ears have pricked up at cycling there. But we thought the biggest use of this was in the workplace and for traveling. It converts your wheelchair into something that can fit in the overhead compartment. And we all know the problems of traveling for work with your wheelchair. Final slide, Mikhail. Work doesn't just happen in the office. It happens on the street. And on screen is a picture of a boy in a blue T-shirt who's smiling and struggling at the same time with a trike that we designed. And this trike, he couldn't use his lower legs. He could only use his arms. So we designed something that wanted to make the other kids jealous. And his bike was the coolest on the street. You steer it by shifting your body weight. So it was a little bit dangerous as well. But when he got his first skinned elbow, he showed that to his mum with pride, and we didn't get the prototype back for our exhibition. So ending on this slide, because that is what the workplace should feel like for everyone of all abilities. And back to you, Mikhail.
Yes, thank you. I was waiting for the back to you. And why doesn't it surprise me that you are reinventing the wheel? It's so like you, Rama. Rama and Eva, thank you very much.